She walked into my backyard like she owned the place, literally rearranging my flower pots while I stood there, midway through cooking dinner, wondering if I was in some weird sitcom. Then she looks at me, smirks, and says, "You're just a tenant. I'm family." She didn't know it yet, but that was the moment she lost. If you've ever had to deal with someone who thought blood ties gave them power over everyone else, smash that like button, subscribe, and get ready. Because this revenge, it's satisfying, justified, and deliciously petty. When I moved into my new apartment 2 months ago, I felt like I had finally found peace. It was a tiny complex, just 4 units, with a cozy shared courtyard and thick garden beds on either side. The kind of place where wind chimes sang in the morning and the hum of a neighbor's laundry didn't bother you, it grounded you. For a little while, it was everything I wanted. Quiet, private, safe. But peace, as I would soon learn, is fragile. Especially when your landlord has a sister who thinks she's queen of the block. I didn't notice her at first. She wasn't around when I moved in. No introductions, no warning. Just one day, she started appearing like a sitcom character nobody asked for. I remember clearly. The first time I saw her, I was sipping my coffee in the courtyard. She breezed in through the gate without knocking, wearing gardening gloves and a sun hat like she owned the botanical gardens. She started watering the plants. At first, I thought she might be a maintenance worker or even a neighbor I hadn't met. But then she walked right into the laundry room, didn't greet anyone, didn't knock, just waltzed in. Still, I let it go. But then it started escalating. She began giving me unsolicited advice about how to park my car. "You're kind of close to the line, you know." I bit my tongue. I didn't know who she was, and it felt too early to start neighborhood drama. Then came the afternoon that changed everything. I was in my kitchen, cooking dinner. The sizzle of olive oil and garlic filled the air when I heard the sound of the screen door creaking open. My heart jumped. No one was supposed to be there. I walked out, and there she was, in my backyard. She was moving my flower pots. Yes, my flower pots, on my patio, a shared space, yes, but it was directly behind my unit. Everyone respected the boundaries, except her. I stepped outside, trying to keep my voice calm. "Excuse me, what are you doing?" She didn't flinch, didn't even seem embarrassed. She just gave a casual shrug and said, "Oh, I'm the landlord's sister. I helped him decorate this place. These don't look good here." My jaw actually dropped. I told her very directly that I rented this unit and I would prefer if she didn't move my belongings without asking. She rolled her eyes like I had just told her the sky was green. Then she said it, the line that still echoes in my head. "Well, you're just a tenant. I'm family." That line, it crawled under my skin. It wasn't just rude, it was dismissive, entitled. She had no lease, no agreement, no authority, yet she felt she could do anything she wanted because of who she was related to. I fumed for the rest of the day, but the next week, she upped the ante. She knocked on my door around noon on a Saturday, smiling like we were old friends. I opened it cautiously, and before I could say anything, she said, "Would you consider moving out early? My son just went through a tough breakup and needs a place to stay. It would really help our family." I stared at her, stunned. "Excuse me?" "You know, if you're not too attached to the place, he just needs a fresh start." I wasn't even 3 months into a signed lease. That was it. I didn't yell, I didn't argue, I just told her to leave, and then I grabbed my phone. I called my landlord immediately. He answered, cheerful as ever, until I told him what had been happening. His tone changed instantly. He was horrified, apologized over and over, told me his sister had absolutely no authority over anything and wasn't supposed to be on the property at all without notice. "She's not even allowed keys," he admitted. And that's when the final piece snapped into place. He changed the lock on the courtyard gate that very weekend. She showed up 2 days later and couldn't get in. I watched from my kitchen window as she jiggled the handle, then pounded on the gate in disbelief. She called her brother, who apparently told her the truth. She had crossed a line. She hasn't been back since. There was no screaming match, no public showdown, just quiet, firm consequences. She lost access to the property she thought she ruled. She lost the ability to wander in, rearrange things, judge others, or pretend she had power, all because I chose to hold the line. And it felt incredible. Sometimes the most powerful revenge isn't loud or dramatic. It's boundaries, enforced, respectfully and unapologetically. People who act like rules don't apply to them often crumble when you calmly show them they do. And as for my flower pots, they're still right where I put them. If this story gave you chills or a quiet little fist pump of satisfaction, hit that like button. Share your own nightmare neighbor or family entitlement story in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more epic, real-life revenge tales. Until next time, keep your boundaries firm and your flower pots unbothered.